Everybody say, but girl.
I think men are in the streets more than women.
Why?
Because men do a lot. We do a lot. We do too much, actually.
I think we need to pull that. You need to say that again and say with your chest. All the men out there.
I think men, that gender is in the streets the most than the females. Because men do a lot.
Hello, our Rangers. Welcome to HerHour. And yes, as you know, I am your fave, Vera, and today I am not joined with our fave, Jordan. She is away living her best life, shining and thriving. But it's fine because today I'm with another amazing, awesome Zimbabwean vlogger. I'm pretty sure if you follow his vlog, you've probably seen me in the background taking shots
And stuff.
But yes, we don't introduce anybody on this podcast, so I'm gonna hand over to you to introduce yourself.
Okay, hey, HerHour. I am Munira's Adrian Maddock, or Maddock 101. I'm a content creator, visual performance arts teacher. Yeah, all of that jazz. That is what I'm about, and that is what I do best.
Yes. So in the description, we're gonna put like information on where you can find his vlog, so you can follow. Like he does like a lot of really cool stuff. But today, because we have like a bit of time before Jordan comes back to me, I'm joking. But so what we thought would be really fun is just to have random conversations with people. A lot of times when I'm just like out in the streets, I have really interesting convos with people, and I was like, yo, why not give it a try and have random conversations at different spaces and just get people's opinions on different things. So he has no clue what we're going to talk about, so this is going to seem very unscripted because it is unscripted. But today we're going to talk about who is in the streets more, men or women?
Okay. Wow.
The question that, all mankind has been wondering. Who is in the streets more?
I think men are in the streets more than women.
Why?
Because men do a lot. We do a lot. We do too much, actually.
I think we need to pull that. You need to say that again and say with your chest. All the men out there.
I think men, that gender is in the streets the most than the females. Because men do a lot.
But doing a lot of, like, in what context?
Like, in the context of, like, we're going to be serious, but then you're out here cheating. Or better yet, you're out here cheating with my best friend.
Oh,
type of vibes. Or with my sister, or my whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we do a lot, us men.
Okay, like, as much as I'm very pro what you're saying right now, I heard a story the other day from a friend of mine. So long story short, I'll try and keep this short, but long story short, this girl's been dating this guy for like months or years or whatever, and he's been paying her rent. He gives her pocket money when she goes on these work trips. So one day he was like, nah, something just seems a bit offish. Instead of me just dropping off Bay at the airport, I'm gonna chill and like just see like what happens. So he chills at the airport, and then he sees her going through departures, coming out of arrivals with her bags, hopping into another nigga's car and driving off. And only for him to then discover that like the rent he's been paying is an apartment that she owns. Her parents left it for her. So he's been paying her rent to stay at her place, giving her pocket money for her to spend with her and her side nigga.
Oh, heck no.
So like, I don't know.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
But she's clever though. I'll give her that. She's clever. She knows how to secure the bag. But you know why? I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Probably she did it because she's insecure that this guy's for real to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably has like past trauma from her previous relationship or relationships caused by men.
Do you think that cheating is justified?
No.
You just
some
kind of
ex-
made it seem as if it is justified, though.
Okay, fine, yeah. To some extent, yes. But then I also don't want it to be like a thing. Then it becomes a thing once it's like a thing. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No,
but
you're not.
because like once you start justifying it, then everyone has a reason to cheat. You
I
get what I'm
hear you.
saying?
I hear you.
Even though we wouldn't, or rather I wouldn't want to be cheated on. And if I was cheated on, I wouldn't want the other person to turn me into a cheater.
I hear you.
By trying to like to one up the bad deed or the sin that they had committed within our relationship.
Have you ever cheated?
I have. Gosh, I have not been this honest on my own channel.
This is what we do. HerHour, bringing you honesty.
But yeah, I have. I've even gotten to a point where I've considered to one up as well when I discovered that I was being cheated on. But then I stopped because then it was turning me into a person who naturally I was not, or I am not. But I have cheated when I was younger.
No, I like the disclaimer. When he was younger.
Yeah.
Do you think that cheating is something that like someone can't control? Like, do you feel like you know how people like when it's not just who you, it's not just a thing that happens, like it is in your bones, like this is your spirit, like you can't not do it, like
Like a pathological cheater.
Yes, a pathological. Do you believe in those?
There are people that are actually chronic cheaters, so to say.
No.
But I also feel like cheating is, you can control it. It's a choice rather than an oops, I couldn't have done better type vibe.
Yeah.
I think everyone meditates upon it and be like, okay, I'm going to do it. So yeah, I think people can control the act of cheating and not cheat at all if they wanted to.
Okay, so I had a very interesting conversation once in South Africa. Yes, I am traveled, and
Traveling.
that's like, it's not even a flex. Like every Zimbabwean has been in South Africa. But anyway, and we were with a bunch of different people from different countries, and this one guy was like, cheating is inherent in men. He was like, we especially African men, he was like, we came from like polygamous families and blah blah. So he's like, African women shouldn't expect African men not to cheat because it has been in their DNA to not be satisfied by one person.
I mean, that is tricky. But you know what? Coming from a long number of incidences when I've been cheated on, I've started to sort of believe that men or women might cheat because in the long run, especially if it's a long-term relationship, they're not like just satisfied by you alone. Rather than, instead of spicing up whatever it is that they're looking for within the current relationship, they go out and,
to look for the excess that they need.
Exactly. Or some people just enjoy the hunt or the thrill. But yeah, to say that, yeah, it was a thing back in the past, yeah, to some extent. But to keep on riding that boat, no.
It's not.
It's got to stop at some point.
You can't keep justifying this. At this particular juncture, we want to give a shout out to Cocktails by D. If you guys ever need cocktails, and then.
Oops. Whoa. Okay.
Yes. Oh, and then if you guys want like a bar in general, you can also shout out to Adrian, who also has a bar called the Le Bar. Le Bar. They are a French bar.
Yes.
I like how I'm like, yes, but like Le Bar, that is also like their other thing, their other vibe and everything. So yes, shout out to them if you guys are ever looking for drinks. We did take a shot earlier, so this conversation might not make much sense to anybody, but as in this particular moment in time, it's making a lot of sense. The next question I want to ask you is, I don't remember. Okay, no, so we're talking about the whole issue of polygamy and like it being inbred and stuff like that. I don't know, like I feel like the thing with cheating is like I feel like women are bigger cheaters, right, than men are. I think women are technically more in the streets than men are. And I think that is just like not as spoken about as much. and because we always expect it off men, so it's like one of those things, like it's not surprising, like, oh, he cheated, that's not shocking. But like when huns are out there, it's only when huns are like really moving mad when it becomes like headlines, but huns are out there moving like quite significantly.
I mean, true, yeah. I mean,
I know girls are out here busy getting niggas to marry them and saying that this is your baby, and it isn't.
True, because like I feel, okay, fine, Huns are more out there because they're clever about their cheating.
So you think men aren't clever about it?
Yeah.
But isn't it like overconfidence? That's why they become sloppy.
That too, but like just generally, some men are just sloppy and they suck at it. Like this is my thing. Look, if you're gonna be a cheater, be a good cheater. If you're gonna play the game, make sure that you win.
Be smart at it.
Exactly. Like don't be out here getting caught. Like one up and stay on top. What are you doing?
Okay, so question: If you were cheated on in a very slick way,
yeah,
like where this person has like 50,000 people like in different locations. Yeah. They had a schedule. You know, like people talk about the rotation.
Yeah.
Would you be like, you know, a game recognized game? I'm mad, but like.
I would be like, I am pissed off, but you know what? Cheers to you.
Would you go back?
No, I'm a Scorpio, so I'll be very vindictive.
Oh.
Especially such a big heist like that. If you have hoes on rotation, like basically, I wanna one up you because I'm pissed, hella pissed, and also wanna like settle the score, and then I'll leave you.
But what if you settle the score, but like you still like love each other?
Then like let's laugh about it. If we can't laugh about it, then what are we doing together? Like it's not gonna happen.
Would you ever get into like a polyamorous relationship? I was gonna say polygamous, and I was like, no, we're in the 21st century. Yeah. It's polyamorous.
You know what? Because I'm open-minded to a lot of things, I would, but then like I would really have to understand the rules, if they're rules, and like how things go, because jealousy is a thing, guys. Like it's a thing.
So you would share? You'd be willing to share?
Because I'm entering into a relationship where it's about sharing, then I would have to put my selfish aside, you know, to rest and like be like, you know what, I need to be open to sharing my partner and everything else that comes with being in a polyamorous relationship. Yeah.
Do you feel like polyamory is the solution to like killing cheating?
It is to a certain extent, yes. I would like to believe so.
How? Because
at least then now you know who they are with, and at least maybe I know I've heard of some instances where you help each other choose a partner, and then like I feel like because you talk about it, it's not as shocking as like, oh my gosh, how could you cheat on me with this guy? Is it because he's got a six-pack? But like if you're like, look, we want fat belly people in this relationship, then that's what you're dealing with. I feel like because you consciously made an agreement as the 3 or 2 or 4 of you, I think it's better that way than just like, hey, did you hear that Agnes is with whoever? Like, hey, you know?
Guys, like, I feel like it just, like, polyamory for me gets complex when it gets to, like, intimacy. And, like, the emotional stuff. So I'm like, okay, which basically I feel is everything. Because I'm like, okay, fine. We agree that we're going to be the 6 of us in this relationship, right?
Yeah.
And then this person is out here telling maybe wife A certain things, like certain financial things that will probably affect all of us, and then I'm wife C and I only find out like via the wife B's kids, like we are fighting, like this is a problem. And like I was having a conversation with this girl who was talking about like in the Muslim culture, Islam, you can be in a polygamous marriage, but they say that you need to treat all of your wives equally, and I was like, that will never happen. And polyamory is based off of like that kind of a belief that everyone is being treated equally. But I was like, that's not a thing. Parents have favorite children. Yes. If you're watching this, your parents have a fave and you might not be that fave. And it's okay. But like, that's just what life is.
True.
Emotional, damn it.
And see, that's the thing, like it's a lot, like you need to be comfortable with a lot of things, and you need to be comfortable with learning new things as well, because like that's the thing, it comes to like, okay, fine, are we all satisfied sexually if it's like about intimacy? Are we all satisfied emotionally if it's about emotional attachment? And like, are we all happy as whatever number of you are in the thing? You see, it's as tricky as being in a threesome.
Yeah, like, and then like everyone needs to be attended to equally.
Exactly.
So that
Otherwise,
the
one
adds
person's
up.
gonna be left awkward, and it's not
Because
gonna end
out there
well.
looking angry, like.
Like, what about me? Like, you know, I matter too.
Everyone in this threesome matters.
Exactly.
I hear you.
So it's
That's
tricky.
it's an interesting perception, but I just feel like cheating and all of those shenanigans will just never be a balanced out thing. I think it's for some people, and for other people it isn't for them.
Yeah.
And I think maybe if more people were honest about their needs, like in terms of like, okay, that's actually another question, sorry. Do you think that if people were more honest in their relationships, there wouldn't be a need for cheating? So for example, maybe having like an open relationship with someone, like if someone would be like, no, I want to be in an open relationship. I want to be with people, but I also want to be with you. But I only want to be with people when I'm in like a certain mood. Like, you know, maybe I want to go out on Friday night and you want to go out.
And I respect
I meet
that.
someone and I'm feeling frisky, you know.
I respect that because you know what? Before we even get to that, it's about communication. Communication saves lives. So if you were honest enough with me, like, listen, from the day one, like, when we were in the courtship phase or getting to know each other phase, like, listen, I like you, but I am more into open relationships. And in as much as I really want to be focused on you, I have days when I'm like, oh, I want to try this flavor of ice cream or that flavor of ice cream. And if you're open enough to also allow me to see if that's what I want, then, you know, I respect that. Let us be open with each other so that it helps us in the future. Because if I'm not about that life, I'll tell you, like, listen, I respect who you are and I love you for who you are, but I am not willing to go down that journey yet. I'm not about that life at all. And then we don't have to go through the whole, oh my gosh, why did you cheat on me type phase of things.
But do you think people will ever be that honest? In the courting phase. I mean, you're talking about in the courting phase of a relationship. Who's out here like, yo, ma, what's up? So I might want to have like 3 or 4 chicks on the side because I don't know. Right now you're looking tasty to me, but like tomorrow, I don't know. I might not like this, but who is out here having these honest conversations? Like, how practical is that?
I'm pretty sure there are people who are honest enough from day one, but is the other party like going to swallow that pill? It's a hard to swallow pill.
It is.
Like, it's like, okay, fine, yeah, she's fine, yeah, he's fine, but am I willing to go down that route? Or am I even mentally prepared? Or, you know, in the situation of like, okay, let me try it. Because some people can be like, okay, fine, yeah, I really like this guy or I really like this girl, I'm going to try it. And then at least, you know, they find out whether it works or it doesn't. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure there are couples out there that have done that, or people in an open. Actually, I know a close friend who is in an open type situationship, and for me, I'm one of those like, yay monogamy. But I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like,
go for it.
Justify cheating. Go for it.
So you think open relationships are cheating?
I'm just pulling your leg. But yeah,
I hear you. Okay, we will go with that, and we will end the conversation here. But we want to know in the comment section if you believe that women are more in the streets. We want you to put a female emoji in the comment section. And if you think men are more in the streets, put a male emoji. And then generally we just want to hear your comments about like, who do you think is more in the streets, men or women? And also another thing I'd really be interested in finding out from everybody is do you think cheating is like genetic? If your father or mother was a cheater, do you think it's genetic?
I think it might be. I really think. If not, it could be like you grew up in a house whereby cheating was a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So then you just don't see that as a bad thing.
Experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, it could be genetic. I think it really could. There are cases and stories where I'm like, it's like the father. It's like the father.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. Thank you so much, Adrian, for joining us. It was so much fun. Please make sure that you follow him on all social media platforms. The information will be here somewhere on the screen. And yes, make sure that you subscribe to HerHour. And yes, in the comment section, please make sure that you tell us who you think is more in the streets, men or women. And also let us know if you think that cheating is genetic. Because, I don't know, we need to maybe do another episode where we go to scientists.
Exactly.
And do a whole experiment, social experiment.
A follow-up episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we'll do a follow-up episode if you guys like the idea. Like the video so that we know, and then we'll do a follow-up episode where we talk to scientists about whether or not cheating is genetic. Anyway, guys, love you. Stay good, stay clean.
Bye.
Vibes.
Click, strike up, pose. Oh, swag, drippy, drippy. Click, strike up, pose.
Clap for what up? She already paid her dues. Word. Clap for Wagon. She already paid her.